for a long period of time. So they've got good. They rotate their selection, they've got consistency with their squad of players, and they're well drilled. So it'll be a big challenge that I feel we've prepared well for this week.
And physically, is it the toughest test in rugby?
Probably currently now, yeah. I think New Zealand, in terms of the physical nature of the contacts, is up there with them. They're definitely a physical outfit. They pride themselves on that confrontation.
And the scrum battle, something you'll have examined closely. How do you see that challenge? And also, what might you guys have learned from 12 or 13 months ago in Paris?
Yeah, so I think again they pride themselves on their scrums as a nation, and that's something we're well aware of. And we're well aware it's cost us games before. We've learned some lessons from that. I'm not going to go into details of the lessons we've learned right now, but we definitely learned some lessons.
Freddie, back in the side, having not played yet this autumn now, raring to go, are you?
Yeah, really excited. I've been working really hard the last couple of months to try and push my game on the back of not being selected. So, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. What better game to come back for than South Africa at home? Can't wait.
Yeah, how do you assess the threat that they pose?
Yeah, they're a brilliant outfit. They're very well rounded. They've got some power up front, and they've got some excitement in their back line, some brains, some experience. So it'll be a tough challenge for us, but the environment we've created, the boys want to tackle stuff like this head on. We're ready for it.
From the outside, it looks like you've been recalled for your aerial ability. Is that the message from inside the camp as well?
Well, it's an asset of my game that is probably up there with some of my strengths. So, I'll try and bring that to the field on Saturday.
And memories from the World Cup semi-final, can you use those for a positive?
Yeah, I guess so. I try not to get too emotionally charged up by past experiences. I think that can sometimes take away some focus from what's in front. That was a tough day, that one, and probably a game where we went very close. But no, we're tackling this as a new challenge and looking forward to it. And
you mentioned your ability in the air. The law changes around the escorts, as they're called. Does that help?
Help me? Not necessarily. I think it's a brilliant law change. I think it brings back that genuine one-on-one contest that we probably haven't seen for a while in the air. I think that's an exciting facet of the game. So, it's an exciting challenge for us. Especially at the back, you can look forward to those aerial contests. It's sort of proper one-on-ones now. You haven't got any blockers or obstruction, so it's something to get excited about.
And there's some reports today about a potential breakaway rugby league that would comprise of about 200 top players that would tour the world and take the game to a different audience. Have you heard anything about it?
No, I haven't. That's the first I've heard about it. That's news to me.
If there was scope for it to happen without jeopardising your international and club career, would you?
To be honest, I don't think I've got the brain capacity to think about that. I've got a test match in 2 days. I'll have to get back to you on that one.
Okay, thank you.
Freddie, have you had to speak to Steve and the coaching staff to work out what you needed to do, what he felt was maybe lacking or your game, or you needed to build on to get back? Because that's been quite frustrating for you, not playing, having been a mainstay for a couple of years.
Yeah, it was a tough couple of months, to go from being in the squad and then not starting. It was difficult emotionally. I probably learned a lot about myself in this time period. I think I'm definitely stronger emotionally as a person on the back of those experiences. But the whole way through that period, the coach has been brilliant. There's been open conversations about what I need to do to get back in the team and push my game on. It's still been a brilliant environment to be in, despite not playing, and I'm just grateful for this opportunity to be back out there.
But will we see a different incarnation of you tomorrow from the last time you were in England, or you want to just be yourself and be the same player? There's tweaks to it.
I think there's a difference between trying to be something that you're not and actually focusing on what got you there in the first place. So I'm not going to shy away from the fact that my strengths lie more in the aerial side of the game and stability at the back. So I'd like to think that hasn't changed too much. Hopefully improve. But of course, I'm always looking to grow other areas of my game, and I have been over the last couple of months really pushing at other areas. So hopefully I can bring them onto the field as well.
Right, I just want to influence Martin Checker and Higio and you at Leicester.
Yeah, I think both those guys have been fantastic. You know, it was a breath of fresh air when those guys came in at the start of the season. Czech's a brilliant head coach. I've really enjoyed the first couple of months with him and Peter Hewitt as well. You know, the attacking side of the game is something I've really tried to work hard on over the last couple of months, and he's been a great use for me, picking his brains and reviewing and stuff, and I hope, you know, I can bring that to the field on Saturday.
Freddie, England were very confrontational in that semi-final last year. How important is that approach, particularly against the Springboks?
It's massive. You know, the Springboks bring a lot of contest to the game, up front physically, in the air with their contests. They've got footwork on the outside of speed, so, you know, we have to front up. You know, we're never going to be a team that sits on the back foot and lets the challenge come at us. You know, we want to tackle it head on.
Can you talk about how you and George Burbank sort of dovetail in squads and what you learn off each other and maybe pick on one of your strengths?
Yeah, it's, you know, it would be easy from the outside to assume that when you're competing for a spot there's often bad blood and there's sort of that despisement, but it's not the case for me and George. You know, we're good mates off the field. We respect each other's strengths massively, and, you know, I think this competition has allowed George to become a better player, and myself too. You know, we're learning from each other, we're pushing each other, and I think it's great for the team.
Does he help you out actually playing with, when you're playing two Saints with us? That's why.
Yeah, I think he probably knows Slights and Freeman a bit better than I do. But, you know, we've had a lot of time training together, so I'd like to think that we've built that connection.
Brian can ask how Tom Roebuck is doing in England camp. He's also been named in the 23 first go Swanson.
Yeah, Tom's, you know, a very exciting winger. I was fortunate enough to play with him at 20s, and he's only got better and better since then. You know, he's quick, he's strong, he's got an aerial contest side to his game, he can beat defenders, so it's an exciting challenge for him, and I'm really excited to watch him go.
Cool. All good? Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.